cupcakes are a real treat. They're on the back table there. They're out of the way. We don't want you to miss them. Plus, we tell Coach Oz he cannot go until everyone else has had a shot at the cupcakes first. So, yeah. He came out of here last year in his pockets, which is really weird to put a cupcake in your pocket. But so glad to have all of you here. We're going to get started with the programming portion of today, which is a lot of fun for us, and especially leading off with a former Titan athlete. We try to find someone to come back and talk a little bit about life out in the real world, so you guys aren't too scared. So up to introduce our speaker today, please welcome the Vice President of Advancement at Illinois Wesleyan University, Jesse Meyer. Jesse.
Well, thanks to all of you. It is a real treat to be here. I'm going to introduce our speaker, but I'll say one thing. I'm a former Division III liberally arts educated person myself, as is my wife. So it's a real treat just to be here and to watch you guys take the next step. I've been in your shoes before, and in a time of increasing skepticism with some of the Division I things, which I'm sure our president will talk about later, and some of the NIL stuff, I hope you guys realize how, one, fortunate you are to be here, two, how proud we are of you just as an institution. So Will Jenkins, Illinois class of 2012, is going to join us today to speak. Will has become a friend of mine, a very successful businessman and entrepreneur in his own right, and I'm going to read a bit about him. But Will, just before, and we're going to show that too. I've gotten to know Will very well. He's been very involved in the alumni community here. He'll speak, but what I hope you guys take away is this is what success looks like. His ability to combine his liberal arts education with his entrepreneurial spirit has really paved the way for him to do some cool things. So Will has spent the last 18 years building businesses and developing high-performing sales teams driven by a lifelong passion for personal and professional growth. He is the CEO and founder of Journey, and in this role, he leads specialized recruiting, consulting, and training dedicated to supporting the brokerage industry. Prior to starting Journey, Will co-founded and helped build the freight brokerage Molo Solutions. Molo was acquired by ArcBest in 2021 for $235 million and grew to over 900 plus employees and $1.25 billion in annual revenue in 2022. At Molo, Will built out the training and onboarding program, which allowed the organization to efficiently bring on hundreds of new employees and standardize the training process. He also scaled their customer-facing sales team, which included identifying, recruiting, hiring, and training new reps. This gave him firsthand experience in what it takes to attract and retain top talent. As I mentioned, he's a 2012 graduate here. He was a 4-year member of the football team and a 3-year letter winner. Will also serves on the board of a few local Chicago charities, a Greater Good Foundation and ATF. Will actively invests in startups and is an advisor mentor to various entrepreneurs, sales professionals, and founders. He's a Chicago resident, and we're pleased to have him here today. Will, the mic is yours.
Okay, first, this is a violation. Because I sent 2 different options of pictures. And I asked, do we need a visual aid? And they're like, no, you just talk. So it's probably senior year. I still have the same flow, a little bit better manicured, but here we are. I'm a big walker and talker, so low chance I stand up here the whole time. But I want to make sure that we engage a little bit, talk about the future, all that good stuff. But I just want to start by saying thank you. So appreciate Jesse and Wags for giving me the opportunity to be here. Huge shout out to Coach Ash, who I played for eons ago. Always a pleasure to be able to come back and represent the university. So real quick before we get started, give me a show of hands for my football players. I want to say hello to the guy. What's up? Okay, so always a pleasure to come back and spend time with the team. It's been an amazing, I can't believe now, 18 years since my freshman year at Wesleyan. I'm from Maywood, the west side of Chicago, for anyone that's familiar. Ended up here at Wesleyan because of Coach Esch. I had a couple of friends that played ball here, and it was between Wesleyan and DePaul in Greencastle, Indiana. And I came to Wesley and I knew it was the place to be. And so when I was starting to think about what to talk about today, there were three main themes that I feel were important for student athletes, right? I've been in your seat. I spent 4 years getting up at the crack of dawn, going to Shirk, working my tail off, and then showing up at Ames late at night to make sure that I hit the books because Coach S not letting me play if I'm not eligible, right? Like, I gotta make sure I bring the heat. So 3 things that I want to talk about. The first is discipline. The second is perseverance. And the third is teamwork. All of those things are, different parts of what you've been able to battle through and work through over 4 years here. But as you transition into your professional career after Sunday, you're going to have a moment when you wake up on Monday and you go, what is my identity? Who am I as an individual? Because for so long, you've been an athlete, right? That's a big part of what shaped you and brought you to who you are. And you're in a room full of amazing athletes that have worked their tails off and are also incredible student athletes, right? But when you step into the working world, those things you've learned the last 4 years, that's what's going to make you different. So first, I'm going to talk about discipline. Anyone here like getting up before 5 a.m. to go to practice or shirk? I sure didn't. It was like the worst thing in the world, right? I'm tired. I was writing a paper that was really long and hard. Y'all did that for so long at a level that most people you're going to compete against have no conception of, right? Not to say that you're better than other people that are not student athletes, or not to say that, you have something that other people can't strive to attain, but the level of excellence that you've had to put up to be in this room and then succeed on the field and on the court, most people cannot conceptualize, right? That discipline will change whatever you go and do next. I've been an entrepreneur for, I suppose, kind of 18 years. I used to sell Cutco kitchen cutlery for anyone that's ever heard of it. Any parents ever bought Cutco? Let's go. Yeah, you're my favorite people. So that's what I did during my time here at Wesleyan. And the discipline of being able to build a business, I ran an office for them, play ball, and then graduate with honors. I don't know that I've ever been pressed at that level, right? Because I want to show up and do well for my team here, right? It's an 11-person sport. If you don't show up and do your job, we're going to lose. I need to make sure that my academics are where they need to be. And I need to build a business, incredibly challenging, right? So the discipline that all of you have worked through in whatever athletics that you undertook here for 4 years will separate you from the pack, okay? The second thing I want to talk about is perseverance. So interesting that Coach Esch is here, so I'm going to tell a football story. I had the opportunity to travel for all 4 years. I lettered for 3 years. I started for 2 years. But I didn't start until like game 4 or 5, my senior year. And for those of you that have heard me speak in classes, I don't know if I've ever been in anyone's class and spoke. Maybe yes, maybe no. I am insanely competitive. Do you know how hot I was to not start until I was a junior? I was so it just drives you, right? And multiple times I thought about quitting. You probably don't know this, but multiple times. Like, man, is it worth it, right? I'm up early, I'm in the gym, I'm lifting, all the film, travel, play some, but don't start, right? I feel I'm at the level to contribute. Shocker. When you get to your job, there will be people that you might think you're better than, right? You deserve the promotion. Maybe you don't get the offer. Maybe you don't get the opportunity. My question is, are you going to fold or will you persevere? I know for a fact I would not be here talking to y'all right now had I not spent 4 years playing ball here, going through all the rigorous academic stuff and not quitting. Because what I do today in business, I don't know if it's harder than playing 4 years of collegiate sports at a really, really tough academic institution. There are some things that are unique and I got to get up and do stuff that maybe I don't want to do similarly, but it's not harder than doing doubles, right? And getting hit and going and lifting. And then I got to go write a paper because Wesleyan cares. I have to go to school, right? It's very different. So that level of the ability to persevere is going to set you apart in whatever you go do. I don't care if you want to be an entrepreneur. I don't care if you want to go into accounting. I don't care if you want to be a doctor. I don't care if you want to be a physicist. It does not matter, right? You're going to work through things that are going to make you think, and in that moment you're going to go, do I keep working or do I quit? You will not quit because of what you've been through here as a student athlete at Wesleyan. The third is teamwork. Sometimes you want to work in a vacuum, in a silo, and just do stuff on your own because you know you can rely on yourself. That's just not how the world is, right? Everything you go and do will be on a team. And you all have spent the last 4 years of your life and your career working together as a team, making sure that you held each other accountable, showing up when you didn't want to, pushing each other in practice to show up in a game, right? I think about my business today. We have, just quick backstory, I co-founded a company called Molo. It was a freight brokerage. Actually, Wesleyan was the largest place that we recruited from, probably 40 or so full-time student athletes or full-time students over the years. And we sold that company in 2021 to a large publicly traded company called ArcBest. That opportunity allowed me to start my new business journey. We do 3 things: recruiting, consulting, and training. I say all that to say I have a team of 8 today, comprised mostly of student athletes, U of I basketball player, a Clemson soccer player, a Wesleyan softball player, right? Aaron Sweeney, some of y'all might know. And I think about what we're able to achieve as a team of 8. It would be impossible to do on my own. The things I can give to the team and let them go and attack would be impossible for us to keep up with. We have 170 customers. We represent and work with 12 of the 100 largest companies in our space. We pale in comparison from a headcount perspective. We punch way outside of our weight class. The reason is teamwork. So each of you have had the opportunity to work together, work through challenges, show up, push each other. I bet all of you can think of a story of a teammate today that made you better on the field because they irritated the hell out of you in practice and pushed you and made you do stuff that you didn't want to do. But that's going to help you in your professional career. And the last thing to round it all out is the IW community, right? So I spend as much time as I can back here speaking to students, coming to homecoming, doing stuff like that, because I wouldn't be here without the love and support. Many of y'all probably know Warren Kister. I spent so much time in his office back in the day, asking him questions about interviews and, should I go here or is this a good company to consider working at? And he always had my back, right, from like freshman year. And so that Wesleyan community does not stop when you graduate. I have a Wesleyan alum who was the first person I hired for my new business journey. I have so many Wesleyan alum that I do business today. Was talking to Jesse about Bo Lanter, a good buddy of mine I play football with. We've done business together now at 2 different companies. First company, Molo, my new company, Journey. So the community will be there to support you. It actually is a massive, massive differentiator having an opportunity to go to this school because of how tight it is, right? At larger organizations or larger schools, there's just no way to know all the people, right? It's just an inherent challenge. Everyone here is going to have your back because you spent time here at Wesleyan. I see that every day. See somebody donning a Wesleyan logo, I'm like, oh my God, doesn't matter where I am, right? So remember that this community has your back. There's always an opportunity to come back. They will support you. And I'm going to challenge you, because you all are leaders, I'm going to challenge you to come back and support your other student athletes that looked up to you, right? So when y'all start working, I don't care if it's your first job or you end up owning a business, come back and talk to them about what you learned, because you will stay sharper. You're going to show up and be more impactful in what you do on a day-to-day basis because you know they're going to be looking up to you. So 3 main things tied up with the Wesleyan community. Discipline. You learned so much here in 4 years. Showing up when you didn't want to. Shocker, life, you got to show up a lot of times when you don't want to. You still need to bring the heat every day. Perseverance, being able to work through those challenges. I know for a fact if I would have quit ball, I would not be standing up here talking to y'all right now, right? It was the best thing in my life to play 4 years and actually to not start for 2 years because it taught me how to show up and do the work over and over and over again. And then teamwork. Nothing is done in a silo. You've been able to work on great teams for your career. Your great teams here at Wesleyan. You're going to do that as you go into your professional careers. Use that as an advantage and leverage your community. So I appreciate y'all. Congrats. Have a great day Sunday. Go Titans.
Will, that was awesome. I tell you. I don't know why. I mean, I've been at Illinois Wesleyan now, like Coach Wagner, 34 years, and we've had a lot of different alumni come back, speak at different events. When I worked in admissions for 23 years and now back in athletics for the last 11 years. I don't know why I'm continually surprised by how awesome our alumni are when they come back and speak. It shouldn't be a surprise anymore, but that was fantastic. Another round of applause for Will for being here with us today. It's also kind of fun to sit here and think who out in this audience is going to be here in 2040 to give the talk, What will you guys be talking about? Which makes me feel really old at the same time because I know how old I'm going to be in 2040. So this is a day that's always it's a mixed bag. It's a little sad because we know we're getting to the end of this ride, and everybody graduating on Sunday. But it's mostly joy and a lot of excitement. as an office staff in the athletic department, like we're constantly having those conversations about recruits. Hey, who do you think? Who'd you get a commitment from? Who's coming in next year? How they gonna impact the volleyball team or the football team or the baseball team? And then you guys get here, and we're all excited to get out to those first games, and when you first make your debut at the varsity level, and to see the impact that you guys make, and there's that excitement level of that, just that new crop of talent coming in. It's that same level of excitement today, except it's for what you're going to do next, for what's coming up next. And we cannot wait to see what you guys are going to do after you leave Illinois Wesleyan University. We are filled with so much excitement for that. Along with that, one of the things that we'll talk about is the Titan Loyalty Pass. So all of you will receive what's called the Titan Loyalty Pass, which is lifetime free entrance to any Illinois Wesleyan athletic event. Okay, one thing is you earned it, so we want to make sure that you get that. But really the reason we do it is because we want you to come back. We know that you're all going to go out and start creating these incredible stories with your life and all the different things that are going on. We want to hear that story. We just had the 2016 softball team back, right? It was great to have them back, and some of them with little babies, and their significant others, and just kind of visiting and being back on campus and rehashing old stories and old glory for sure, but also finding out where they are now in their lives and what their new goals and what their new ambitions were. We want you to stay in contact. We want you to come back. You come back whenever you want. You've always got a family here at Illinois Wesleyan University. I'll also give a short plug for all of you to complete your senior exit surveys. Women's basketball, not looking specifically at your table, but I'm kind of am. That's really important for us to grow as a department, to improve our programs, to make sure we're staying true to the goals and to the expectations that we set. So if you've got one of the sports admins reaching out to you about finishing up, I know you're busy. Graduation's on Sunday. We may be reaching out with the opportunity for a Zoom interview, which I'm sure will not be awkward in any way, shape, or form. So if you can get it done now while you're on campus, awesome. But we will be reaching out. We really want to hear from you about your experience over your time in Illinois Wesleyan. All right, moving on from the Titan Loyalty Pass, we're going to invite up to talk about the Order of Titans. Please welcome Coach Kim Nelson-Brown.
Thanks, Tony. Before I begin, I'd just like to take the moment to congratulate all of you on your careers here at Illinois Wesleyan, and thank you for everything that you've done for our department. We truly appreciate and value each of you, and you'll see the consistent message. Please come back. We love seeing you. There's nothing better than on homecoming when we see you walking through the parking lot or out at the football field and just catching up and saying hi and what's going on in your life at this point. So all of you should have received a graduation cord from your coach. If you have not, please see your coach. I do know I owe one to a coach right now, but otherwise everybody else should have those. In regards to the Order of Titans, since 1937, Illinois Wesleyan Athletics has been honoring outstanding student athletes through the selection of the Order of Titans program. Candidates are chosen by the athletic department administration and are selected on the basis of academic accomplishments, athletic contributions, and general citizenship. Individuals who are selected receive a certificate and a gold pass. The difference with the gold pass compared to the silver is for your future families admission to all home Illinois Wesleyan events in the future. Since we do have some of you still competing in the spring, the list that we have currently will be added to depending on how your accomplishments finish the spring season. When Tony announces your name, please come forward. I'll be over here on the left and receive your award. Let me be the first to congratulate our newest Orders of Titans class. And as Wags mentioned at the beginning, once a Titan, always a Titan. Look forward to seeing you come back for homecoming and other events. Congrats.
One of the unique things about Illinois Wesleyan, of course, is the tradition of the institution overall, and certainly the tradition of the athletic program, which has been competing for, about 140 years. So for those Order of Titans and to join those ranks, like I said, you should view that as a really special honor. So we're going to get started. First, from men's golf, Junie Bay. They're off competing or getting ready to compete for the conference championship, so not here with us. I do know this next person is here with us, though, from women's basketball, Ava Bardick. From softball, Anna Beckman. From women's volleyball, Cannon Boyd. I received explicit instructions not to go too fast, so. From softball, Gianna Serta. From men's basketball, Carlo Kolak. From women's cross country and track and field, Adriana Crabtree. From men's cross country and track and field, Zach Daniel. From baseball, Will Davidsmeyer. Also from baseball, Jack Flagg. From men's track and field, Joe Friedman. From women's volleyball, Taylor French. Taking a long way around. All right. From women's track and field, Isabella Gonzalez. Also from women's track and field, Jordan Griffin. From men's cross country and track and field, Seth Hamersky. Also from men's golf, Aiden Healy. From men's soccer, Kalabi Kamau. Also from men's soccer, Sam Kedzier. From women's swimming and diving, Kaylee Kaszewski. From men's track and field, Evan Lauder. Also from men's cross country and track and field, Zach Marquardt. From men's lacrosse, Billy McHugh. I'm going to share a quick anecdote with you. We had somebody reach out to our athletic communication department the other day to ask if we could please remove his athletic profile picture from the website. I don't know if he was scrubbing the website. He had graduated a number of years ago. I'm not saying anything about your picture, Billy. But Will, if you want, just call Katie. She can get rid of that, yeah, so. From women's cross country and track and field, Brooke Nazos. From women's lacrosse, Sadie Newton. From men's lacrosse, Karsten Nordley. From Titan softball, Claire Post. From baseball, Jake Pullum. From women's cross country and track and field, Abby Quinn. Also from women's lacrosse, Sarah Reapy. From men's lacrosse, Michael Rocco. From football and men's track and field, Jahari Scott. From baseball, Cole Shamhart. From men's soccer, Jerry Smazel. From men's golf, Michael Spitzer. From women's volleyball, Hannah Teller. From men's tennis, Ian Turnbull. Also from men's tennis, Ben Vinieri. From men's track and field, Isaac Whitaker. From women's basketball, Sawyer White. From softball, Casey Wismiller. And from baseball, Gage Wolf. Let's have one more big round of applause for all of our Order of Titans recipients. Congratulations. Each year we also have a number of student athletes who receive awards at the national level. So this would be All-American, Academic All-American, making a national team of the week. So let's just see real quick. Anybody who received a national award at any point during the year, we'd like to have you please stand and be recognized by today's group. We know there's a number of you out there. Anyone who received national awards? Thank you and congratulations to you as well. Hopefully we add a few more of those, as Coach Wagner said a little bit earlier. Now to help present our next award, which is a recognition of this year's Schmid Award winner, please welcome longtime coach at Illinois Wesleyan University for football, Norm Esch.
Good morning. I'm here today to recognize the recipient of the Douglas M. Schmid Titan Award. Doug was a senior captain of the 2005 Titan football team. Doug passed away after suffering from heat stroke that occurred during preseason camp at a morning practice. The Illinois Wesleyan community was shocked and saddened by his untimely death. Doug was special. He was extraordinary teammate, player, and a friend. He had tremendous passion for the game and for Illinois Wesleyan. He is remembered for his selfless commitment, his humility, putting others first, and to help he gave to his other teammates. Doug was an endless source of affirmation. He took his appointment as captain very seriously. He was an inspiration to others and a leader among his fellow athletes. He did it his own way, never overbearing, but by caring. Doug parents are here today to help present the award, and there are two things that are of utmost importance to them. First, that Doug will never be forgotten, and second, that new rules and procedures be adopted concerning heat exhaustion and heat stroke so no other athlete would ever die. Both of these desires have been and will continue to be honored here at Illinois Wesleyan and in our conference, the CCIW. At this time, I would like to introduce Mike and Laura Schmid. The Douglas M. Schmid Titan Award is given to the football player who best demonstrates the traits that Doug exemplified. Those are leadership, citizenship, sportsmanship, and outstanding attitude and team loyalty. The award this year goes to Joey DeMeo.
I just want to say thank you to the Schmid family. Your son is a name I've known since my career started here as a tight end, and he'll always be remembered as a leader and an example on the field. So thank you, guys.
And Coach Ash knows if I'm going to be in front of a microphone, I'm going to talk. I even came dressed in my football attire that I wore to the games, and I just want to say not only to the football players, but to all the team players in this room, remember your friendships and keep the friendships going. You don't know what it means to have a connection to some of Doug's team players 20 years later. We've hit the 20-year mark. August 24th, it will mark 21 years that he passed away. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and my other push this time is if you are not an organ donor, sign up. Because of the heat stroke, Doug's main organs were not able to go into someone else, but they did take his cornea and they took some bone marrow. And it's a joy to know that somebody benefited from his life. And thank you all for remembering him and tapping that rock. When you tap that rock, you're tapping my heart. Thank you.
Mike and Laura, thank you so much again for being here with us again. You know what a big part of the Titan family you are, and we look forward to seeing you guys here at this banquet each year. Well, I think A.D. Wagner referenced a little bit earlier, the all-student athlete meeting that we have at the beginning of the year, and we usually highlight the major awards that we present at our senior banquet, and the Barb Cothran Award, the Denny Bridges Award, the Steve Doran Award, and the Jason Jones Award. This is a tradition that we started a few years ago. And amongst a room full of very accomplished athletes, it's a way to recognize those that even amongst the best have even stood out that much more. So without further ado, we're going to present the recipient of the Barb Cothran Award. Barb is here today, and Barb, a trailblazing administrator at Illinois Wesleyan University. It's amazing how many successful women's programs we have at Illinois Wesleyan. People who come around Illinois Wesleyan today just think that that was always the case. It was not, right, Barb? You could probably attest to that. The first step was starting a team and providing opportunities for women to compete athletically. And once that door was open or knocked down or kicked down, the women have stepped through that and just done incredibly well from the moment of inception on campus and continue to compete and achieve tremendous things today. So we're always very proud of what our women's programs have achieved. So here are the finalists for this year's Barb Cothran Award. From women's basketball, Ava Bardick. From softball, Gianna Serta. From women's track and field and cross country, Adriana Crabtree. From women's volleyball, Taylor French. And also from women's basketball, Sawyer White. If you can't tell, this category was stacked this year. We had some really incredible athletes who have done just amazing things during their 4 years at Illinois Wesleyan. And I think as a byproduct of that, we've got a tie. Please congratulate Adriana Crabtree and Taylor French. Guys are supposed to come on up. Yeah, you have some hardware. Hardware and photos.
I just want to say thank you guys. I've had a great 4 years here, and it's an honor to be able to compete and be a Titan. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. This is really an honor, and same thing that Adriana said. I've been so grateful to compete here and be in Titan for the last 4 years, and not ready to let this journey go yet, but I definitely will be back to support the rest of the teams and continue to help out when possible, so thank you.
We'll now invite longtime basketball coach and athletic director Denny Bridges. Denny, if you want to come on up here and take your place next to Kim as we go through the nominees for the Denny Bridges Award. And again, as we have the top female athlete from the Order of the Titans that are recognized, or the top two in this case. We also do the same on the men's side. And again, a long history and tradition of great athletes in the men's programs at Illinois Wesleyan. And they're recognized. Denny Bridges, multi-sport athlete, coached several different sports at Illinois Wesleyan, was a long-time administrator. To win an award associated with Denny, I think, is certainly an honor in and of itself. This year, the finalists for the Denny Bridges Award. From men's golf, Junie Bay. From men's track and field, Evan Lauder. From men's lacrosse, Billy McHugh. And from men's golf, Michael Spitzer. And the recipient of the 2026 Denny Bridges Award from men's track and field, Evan Lauder.
I just want to say thank you. Shout out Denny Bridges. It's funny, I was working the shirk desk one winter break, and this big family comes up to the desk, and they're trying to get a basketball. And unlike most shirk workers, I actually asked for their ID. And the lady's like, I don't have an ID. And I was like, okay, well, I can't really give you a basketball. And then she's like, well, my husband's Denny Bridges. So I ended up giving them the basketball. But it's been a fun 4 years. A little bit of the road is still left. It's hard to say that I'm going to look back on all the accolades. I'm really going to look back on all the people that I shared it with, all the relationships that I've made. It's been a very fun 4 years, so thank you.
All right, I think we've got next is a little bit different if I'm looking at the slideshow and I'm looking at our pamphlet here, but I think we've got the Jason Jones True Titan Award next. Is that right? But the slideshow has the other slides first. Has it? Okay. So the Steve Doran Award is given each year to those who have done student service, community work. We're fortunate, as A.D. Wagner said, that all of our teams and the overwhelming majority of our student athletes participate with community service over the course of the year in a lot of different ways. Steve Doran was an oral surgeon here in Bloomington Normal who dedicated his time to do mission trips down to Haiti and provide free corrective dental surgeries and oral surgeries for the needy down in Haiti, and then tragically on one of those trips passed away from cardiac arrest while he was down there. So it's a great example of Titans going out in the world, not just doing well, but doing good. We think many of you will do the same, and certainly these candidates for this award this year fall into that category. This year nominated for the Steve Doran Award from women's volleyball, Cannon Boyd. From men's track and field, Ashton Elder. From softball, Caroline Gatchell. From women's track and field, Jordan Griffin. And from men's soccer, Sam Kedzier. And the recipient of the 2026 Steve Doran Award is, from men's track and field, Ashton Elder.
I guess I'll just say thank you for letting me tell you guys or be a part of your guys' story and tell it every day on the sidelines. It's been one of my favorite parts about being an athlete here is actually getting to tell your stories. So this is kind of just a cool way to end it. Thank you, guys.
Our last award for the banquet today is the Jason Jones True Titan Award, one always near and dear to my heart. As many of you know from the all-student athlete meetings at the beginning every year, Jason was a classmate of mine who passed away along with 6 others when their plane went down just outside of Bloomington Normal, returning back from a Final Four in Indianapolis. Jason, again, as a reminder, just an all-around great guy, a friend to everyone that he met. someone who constantly picked up everyone else's spirits they were around, always came in with a positive attitude. And so we try to recognize that a little bit. We know many of you do that for your teams. You do that for the campus community. And we want to recognize some of those who we think kind of have gone above and beyond during their time here at Illinois Wesleyan. So your finalists for this year's Jason Jones Award. From softball, Caroline Gatchell. From men's soccer, Sam Kedzier. From football and men's track and field, Jahari Scott. And from baseball, Gage Wolf. And the recipient of the 2026 Jason Jones Award from softball, Caroline Gatchell.
I want to say thank you to my amazing teammates, roommates this year. We've been through 4 amazing years together. I want to say thank you to my coaches, specifically Tiffany Prager, for just fostering an amazing culture for our team for all 4 years and making it a really great place to be. And go Titans.
Well, congratulations to all of our award winners and to all of you again on fantastic careers here at Illinois Wesleyan University. I think I'm contractually obligated to say that we have saved the best for last. Is that right? Is that written into that? Or please welcome to wrap things up for us the president of Illinois Wesleyan University, Dr. Shayan Zanger.
Somebody's got to close, and I kind of like closing. What an amazing morning. I sat there and couldn't get enough of this, couldn't get enough of all of you, couldn't get enough of the speakers. Will, you knocked it out of the park. You took my speech, so I had to start over. And it's really, really simple. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing your talent to Illinois Wesleyan and competing at the high level that you have. You know, it's often said that athletics is the front porch of a university, and it absolutely is. And you all did it with such class and dignity and competitiveness that it was sheer joy watching you every time we could, I could. I hated to miss any event, even up through last Saturday when we had flag football and softball going at the same time. I appreciate the run ruling them twice. That made the day go faster. But that's indicative of who we are here. Each and every one of you, we're going to miss you. I've gotten to know some of you pretty well, and I'm sitting there going, dang, I've only been here 2 years, but I'm going to miss these people. The awards indicated just how much talent and dedication is in this room. I love to say this. While the world of society, the winner-take-all society that we live in that's so distasteful on so many levels, what's going on in college sport today, your NIL is your college degree and the experience you got here that sets you above all of those who want it for other reasons. So, as you go forward, do well, do good, and do more. And Wags knows this. We talk about it daily. You know, we had a great president back here in the 90s who doubled down on John Wesley's quote and came up with do well, do good. You know the whole phrase. I'm not bright enough, I'm not enough of a scholar to capitalize on that, but I have added do more. And there are those on campus who think that that might be a little too extreme. It might trigger some people. This is my real commencement speech. I won't say this on Sunday. You start over again on Monday. Folks, you know what doing more is. Every day you're not shooting baskets in the driveway. When you were growing up, somebody else was. Every day you're not taking batting practice, somebody else was. Every day you weren't in the weight room, somebody else was. The beauty is you were the ones that were there. You did more. You learned how to do more. And as Will was saying, as you go out into the world, remember what you learned at Illinois Wesleyan. You learned how to do well, do good, do more, and how to compete like a Titan. If I leave you with nothing else